All right, for this explainer, we're going to do something a little different. We are taking one single, super simple word, and we're going to break it all the way down. And in doing that, we're going to uncover this pretty fascinating system that was designed for global communication. Let's get into it.
I mean, really think about it. There are words you and I use dozens, maybe hundreds of times a day, and we don't even notice. But what if one of those words wasn't just common by accident? What if it was chosen specifically for its unique power? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore.
So the word we're putting under the microscope today is other. Yep, that's it. It's so common, it's practically invisible, right? But its simplicity is exactly what makes it so powerful.
And when I say common, I am not kidding. Language data shows that other is one of the top 1,000 most frequently used words in the entire English language. So yeah, we're not talking about some obscure fancy term here. This is a true workhorse.
Now here's where it starts to get really interesting. This word's flexibility. You see, other is not a one-trick pony. It actually does two very different, very distinct jobs in our sentences, which is a huge part of what makes it so essential. Okay, so check this out. Here are its two main gigs. On the one hand, it works as an adjective. It describes something. On the other hand, it can be a noun itself where it actually replaces a thing. So it either points to something else or it becomes that something else. Let's see it in action.
Here we go. A perfect example of other, the adjective. It's modifying, it's describing the word table. You know exactly what this means. Not this table right here, the other table. It gives us crucial information, distinguishing one from another. Simple, clear.
And boom, here's its second job. In this sentence, others is the noun. It's not describing books. It's literally standing in for the phrase, the other books. The word itself is the thing. It's this incredible shortcut that makes our speech so much more efficient. So, okay, it's a common word. It does two jobs. You might be thinking, big deal, right? Well, there is a much, much deeper reason we're zoning in on this one word. This is not just some random grammar lesson, believe me.
See, the word other was deliberately chosen to be part of a very small, very powerful, and very exclusive club of words. A special list that was put together with a huge goal in mind.
850. That's it. That is the number of words on this list. And other, it made the cut. But what on earth is this list?
It's called the Basic English 850 list. Now this was a specially curated set of words chosen way back in the 1930s to create a simple but totally functional version of English for people all over the world. The key thing here is that other wasn't just common by accident. It was handpicked for its sheer utility, its power to build clear communication from the ground up.
And because it's such a foundational word, it doesn't just stand alone. Think of it like the root of a tree. It's the base for a whole family of related concepts and phrases that make its power stretch even further, as you're about to see. Just look at this network. It's amazing. From a simple word like another to complex idioms like on the other hand, this one little core word unlocks ideas about sequence, contrast, relationships, even identity. This is why it was chosen for that special list of 850. It's a gateway to expressing really complex thoughts with surprisingly simple tools.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? I mean, why does a list from nearly a century ago and one little word on it still matter today? Well, it tells us something really fundamental about how we communicate.
You know, the point of basic English and of really understanding a word like other, it isn't about dumbing things down. It's actually the complete opposite. It's about realizing that a small, well-chosen toolkit can be way more powerful than having thousands of tools you don't really know how to use. It's all about building a strong foundation so you can say things clearly.
And that really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? In our world, which is just full of information and noise and complicated jargon, what if we focused more on the basics? What could we all say and understand and maybe even achieve if we just mastered the incredible power of the essentials?